dinner table was a minefield in the dark. I learned to breathe without a sound or spark. The heavy hand was just the weather in our halls, building ghosts inside the plaster of the walls. I thought the bruises were the only way to feel a twisted version of a love that wasn't real. So I packed my bags but kept the heavy chains inside, looking for a place where I could run and hide. But I only found the mirror of my father's eyes, and every man who fed me sweet and hollow lies. I thought the fire was the only way to stay warm. I thought the peace was just the eye of the storm. I held the match and let them burn me to the bone, because a broken house was all I'd ever known. I told myself I didn't deserve the open sky, so I stayed down low and never asked them why. Then came the one who caught his anger just to face. He kept me locked within the suffocating haze. I apologized for wounds I didn't even make, giving pieces of my soul for him to take. I wore the shame like it was hot in velvet silk, drinking down the bitterness like poison milk. Every time he raised his voice, I bowed my head, living like a shadow in my own damn bed. I thought that kindness was a trick I hadn't learned, waiting for the moment that the tide of temper turned. I thought the fire was the only way to stay warm. I thought the peace was just the eye of the storm. I held the match and let them burn me to the bone, because a broken house was all I'd ever known. I told myself I didn't deserve the open sky, so I stayed down low and never asked them why. Then you walked in and didn't reach to pull me down. You didn't need a victim just to wear a crown. The first time that I stumbled and you caught my hand, I waited for the strike, I come to understand. But you just looked at me with sunlight in your gaze and led me gently out of that ancestral maze. You showed me that the quiet isn't meant for fear, that I am worth the very air that brings me here. I'm unlearning every lesson that the darkness taught, finding all the battles that I never should have fought.